A year into the Syrian civil war, U.S. President Barack Obama warned Bashar al-Assad, don't use chemical weapons against your people.
We have been very clear to the Assad regime, but also to other players on the ground, that a red line for us is we start seeing a whole bunch of chemical weapons moving around or being utilized.
A year later, the residents of Ghouta were gassed, and Obama was ready to launch airstrikes.
The ayes to the right, 272. The noes to the left, 285.
But the British Parliament backed out at the last second. Obama rethought the wisdom of going it alone and canceled the attack. A decision he tells The Atlantic magazine was the right one, despite criticism from allies that U.S. credibility was damaged. Back in 2011, the U.S. and European countries did launch airstrikes in Libya to protect the residents of Benghazi from Muammar Gaddafi's forces. Obama told the magazine the U.S.'s allies, particularly the French and the British, had more reason to be in the fight than the U.S. did. Obama also had tough words for the Saudis, who have been very worried about a possible U.S. rapprochement with Iran. Saudi representatives have refused comment to Al Jazeera, but the administration dispatched Secretary of State John Kerry to the region over the weekend.
There are tangible, practical, hold-in-your-hand ways that foreign leaders around the world can easily ascertain what the United States foreign policy objectives are.
While some think that President Obama's comments might have been too frank for someone who still has 11 months in office, others think he might be clearing the way for action on a major foreign policy objective: Israeli-Palestinian peace.
There's debate about whether something could happen before the November elections or whether there is a sweet spot after the November elections. But I think there are things the president can do in this final period of his presidency to I've used the word resurrect the credibility of the two-state solution.
Whether Barack Obama was simply settling scores or underscoring his foreign policy approach in his final months in office, the U.S.'s allies will have taken notice. Rosalind Jordan, Al Jazeera, the State Department.